had to bleed, still got the stitches. I learned to swim from all your burnt bridges. Say you're the poet and the prophet, but you never saw me coming. Always starving for attention, and I got the kind you wanted, and it's killing you now. You wanna spin it around, but the truth's still the truth, nothing you can do. I feel it in my bones, won't bring me down, no, not even close. Go ahead and throw your stones, but you can't stop this, you can't stop this. Hey, hey, I had a dream, and now I live it. Ain't it a gift to know it's God-given? I'm not gonna waste it. Stop wasting your breath. Stop speaking in whispers. Say that with your chest. I feel it in my bones, won't bring me down, no, not even close. Go ahead and throw your stones, but you can't stop this, you can't stop this. Hey, 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 you can't stop this. Hey, 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 you can't stop this. Whoa, you won't break me, I won't back down. I just can't shake this feeling like I'm up so high. I got no doubt this life ain't got no ceiling like. You won't break me, I won't back down. I just can't shake this feeling like I'm up so high. I got no doubt this life ain't got no ceiling like. Hey, 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 you can't stop this.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the outskirts of the nation's capital. It's Northwest Stadium in Landover, the home of the Commanders. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the New York Giants and the Washington Commanders. Mike Tirico with Greg Olsen. We're ready to start year 2 together in the booth. Off we go from Northwest Stadium. And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out per the new rule to the 35-yard line. Throwing to start. Here's Dart. Quick throw, taken in. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
To the air on second down. Dart. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
And these are the throws that when they evaluate young quarterbacks coming out of college, they want to see you be able to make. Everyone worries about how far you can throw the ball, and while that's certainly important, to be able to make the throws from sideline to sideline, especially in those intermediate zones, drive the ball through space, because in this league, an open window is going to close in a hurry.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second and 4. To the air again goes Dart. Rolling right. Oh, he's got a man running with them, and they connect. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28. Throwing again, Dart. That's taken in. It's James Cook. And he's in. What a drive. James Cook. Touchdown, Giants. For Jackson Dart, milestone moment, his first NFL career touchdown pass. Now it's Graham Gano for the PAT. He knocks it through. And the Giants have their first lead of the new year. They're up 7-0 here in the season opener. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. Touchback. And the ball's coming out to the 35.
Let's go now.
Daniels starts with a pass. That's caught downfield. McLaurin brings it in. And he's out of bounds, but they're going to spot this inside the 25. A big play there for Washington. 41 yards.
Panther 11. Panther 11.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Now Daniels throwing on first and 10. This is caught at the 2. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
Washington, first down.
18, Rattler. 18, go.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. That's to the end zone, but they cannot connect. It's incomplete.
You know, once he broke the pocket, Mike, I actually thought he was just going to call his own number and become a runner. I thought he had some green grass out in front of him to take it in, but he decides to put it in the air instead and falls incomplete.
Hold it ready.
Another shot from the 1 on second and goal.
Here we go. Strike.
Off his own read, Daniels gonna hang on to it. And this one ruined quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line.
Down here this close, all it takes is one defensive lineman defeating his block and getting some penetration, and that's exactly what we saw here. Not only to stop the ball carrier short of the end zone, but to take him down for a loss.
Out to his right, and he'll be forced to throw that one away. Excellent work defensively. It took away all the options, and now it is 4th and goal. So Jake Moody now out for the field goal. His kick is perfect. And the Commanders are on the board. It's 7-3.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. Brought in by the tight end, Sam Laporta. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a 1st down.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
Big throw there. That's going to wind up incomplete. Well, the receiver really didn't have much time to get himself open. So the incompletion brings up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
He'll swing this one out to Cook, and he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
Third and short. Here's Dart. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. And the Giants 1st down.
To the air once more is Dart. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Out of shotgun. It's Dart. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Dart going to throw it again. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
They'll indeed go for it, and it's Dart. Now he'll work his way out right. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's in! James Cook, touchdown, Giants. What a start to the year. His 2nd touchdown in this opening half. Extra point by Gano is up and good. And the Giants extend their advantage to 14-3. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Let's go now. Ready.
Daniels now on first down. Right side, hauled in by Samuel. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
19 Sergeant.
Commanders first down.
50.
On first down, Daniels. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the end.
And he will go all the way. Harry, Warren, touchdown Commanders. For Daniels, last year's Offensive Rookie of the Year. First touchdown pass of his sophomore season. They find the end zone through the air. Greg, that is one of the most popular plays because it works so often.
You're right, Mike. We see it all the time. It's a 4 vertical concept. But the key is you've got to stretch the defense and put pressure on the secondary. That's exactly what they were able to do here. They take advantage, and they go deep for 6.
Here's Dart on first and 10. He's going to air this one out. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively all over him. And it'll be second down.
So, Mike, regardless of what everyone else is playing, anytime there's a one single high safety, whether everyone's in man or zone, he's really just a full field zone defender. His job is to just help everyone across the board. And there's an element of instincts. There's an element of understanding offensive game plan. And then at the end of the day, you've got to have the speed and the ball skills to get to the ball and contest as many throws as you can. All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
He'll drop this underneath to Cook. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
It's fourth down.
They'll go, and here's Dart. That's over the middle and take it in. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down. So taking a chance there, playing with the lead, but it works out for them. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. And that will be incomplete. They could not hook up on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Giants football here to begin the second quarter. They've got it with a second down and 10. They motion a receiver right. Dart going to tap this one forward. Third down and 9.
Brings up third down and 9.
Looking to throw. It's Dart. A quick throw. That's complete on the slant. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now decision time. What are you going to do on fourth down?
I think there's one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a fourth down decision to make.
Here's Dart. He's got the first down and more than that. The risk pays off to the tune of 16 yards.
Love the idea of going for it on fourth down. Anytime you're on your opponent's side of the field, Mike, you have to take advantage of that field position. You're too long for a field goal, but you're too close to the end zone to punt it. So going for it on fourth down is definitely the right move. Now you've got to take advantage of it and don't let it go to waste. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On second down, Dart. Quick throw here is complete. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
And it's third down.
To the air again goes Dart. There's that man again. Another catch. And the Giants are going to have first and goal. Tackle made at about the 5-yard line.
First and goal, Giants.
Let's go.
In motion, it's Robinson.
19 Tigers.
Throwing again, Dart. That's hauled in at the 2. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, New York. And that's a football to hold on to forever. His first NFL touchdown in his very first NFL game.
The kick is good. Makes the score Giants 21. Commanders 10. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away.
Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On the ready. Here we go. Here we go.
To throw is Daniels on first and 10. Now pass deep for McLaurin. And that is incomplete. Terry McLaurin, the intended target on that one. And it'll bring up second down.
Let's go now. Ready.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Finding the veteran tight end, Zach Ertz. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
That's good for a Washington first down. First and 10 at the 47.
On first and 10, here's Daniels. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Kayvon Thibodeau taking him down for the first sack of this new campaign.
Here we go. Strike. Panther 60. Panther 60. Let's go.
Daniels to throw on second down. Now a shot downfield for Samuel. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. A big play there for Washington. 38 yards.
Both pre-snap and post-snap. This is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just...
This one intercepted. Picked up by Terrion Arnold. To throw, it's Dart on first and 10. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass up, but he got drilled before he let it go.
I think that play probably results in a completion if that protection just holds up a little bit longer. It was that initial pressure in the face of the quarterback that forced him to get rid of that ball a little bit earlier than he wanted. Disrupts that timing, ruins the play.
He'll swing this one out to Cook. Whoa! And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. 15-yard pickup there. That's good for a Giants first down.
A gain of 15. First down, Giants.
Out of the gun, here comes Dart. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. He was looking for Garrett Wilson there. It's second down. Throwing is Dart. He'll get it into the hands of Garrett Wilson. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
Brings up third and 3.
He'll try and run here with Cook. And he's across midfield, and more importantly, he's got the first down at the 49-yard line.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at 3 situations. Can you run the ball in the fourth quarter with a lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run the ball in short yardage situations?
Wells, another catch for his favorite target. And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
At the 41-yard line.
Dart going to throw here on second down. Oh, he's going to find his running back downfield. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line.
That's another.
Well, here's the chance to cap off a great half. They have it first and goal. Flush to his right. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, New York. And what an opener it has been for this rookie. That's now his second touchdown here in week 1. Gano on to add the extra point. The kick is good. The Giants add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way.
The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On the ready. Ready. Viking 18. Ready,
Now Daniels throwing on first and 10. Open man is Samuel, complete.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
One final throw before the break. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
To kick off for New York.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway.
Come on, set.
Now it's the Arizona product that is Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a first down.
Mustang 19.
First down.
On first down, Daniels. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
Okay, break. 79 Broncos. Let's go now. Ready.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. And that is incomplete. He was trying to hook up with Deebo Samuel that time. And it's going to be third down.
18, 5 here. Here we go, start. 18, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Now a shot downfield for Samuel. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
Washington, first down.
Warriors, 70.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
60. Dragon 60. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
To the air again is Daniels. To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked up by... Terrion Arnold.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Flush to his right, and they're going to track him down. He couldn't find the receiver, and down he goes. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Out of shotgun. It's Dart. Forced out left. And this is caught left sideline, but out of bounds, says the official. Incomplete. That ball a little late getting there. That's going to bring up third down.
Well, it's going to go down as an incompletion, but it wasn't from a lack of effort. I mean, he did everything in his power to try to get both feet in bounds. The pass just took him a little bit too close to the sideline, and he just wasn't able to save the play.
Third and long, and Dart is going to throw. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down. So on fourth down, out is Jamie Gillen to punt for the Giants. Here's Lane. And it winds up a very solid return as he gets it up past the 30.
At their own 32
After that play, we have one of the Commanders who is down. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign.
Ready, set. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Ready, ready. Press, ready.
Daniels now on first down. Moving outside the pocket. Now he'll run. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down.
Mike, this is the element to the position that this guy brings that's just so unique across the league. Not only the speed, but his ability to operate in the open field as a runner. It is hard for a defense to plan for a guy like this.
On the jump. Come on, come on. Ready,
Throwing now, Daniels. Now a shot downfield for Samuel. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. On play action, it is Dart. And is open middle of the field. It is caught. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They'll go play action here with Dart. Got his man at the 6. And he will score again. Touchdown, Giants. It's a debut for the ages, paying immediate dividends. 3 touchdowns in the season opener.
Makes the score Giants 35, Commanders 10.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away.
Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
Here's Daniels. And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a first down.
Panther 11, Panther 11. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Now Daniels. He's got his man downfield. It's Debo. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. A big play there for Washington. It's a gain of 43 yards.
Washington Commanders.
Let's go now.
First down.
Cowboys.
First and 10 at the
To throw is Daniels on first and 10. Moving to his right.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second read, but what they failed to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
Throwing on second down, Daniel. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. It was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
Buffalo 8, here we go, here we go. Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Daniel. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's fourth down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on third down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these third down conversions. So you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up fourth down.
They'll go. Here's Daniels. And he's in. Terry McLaurin. Touchdown, Commanders. His second touchdown of the afternoon. So now Daniels and the Commanders offense going to go for two. Throwing again. Daniels. That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision jarred it loose. The try for two is unsuccessful. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. We'll go ahead and just cede the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35. To throw, it's Dart on 1st and 10. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
35-yard line.
Send a man in motion right. Little quick pass to the receiver heading right. And a nice defensive play there coming through to make the play in the backfield. Now Dart. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
And some nifty running on the return. Picked up some good yardage before he was taken down.
At their own 19-yard line.
Come on, come on.
On 1st and 10, here's Daniels.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
On 2nd down, it's Daniels. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 70 yards. Touchdown, Washington.
Jake Moody for the extra point.
Oh, look at this. It's a fake. This will be incomplete. Not sure what they could have seen that makes this a good call. Going for it with a fake on an extra point, and they get nothing out of it. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And this one sent all the way over the back line. No fun of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out per the new rule to the 35-yard line. On 1st down, Dart. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Johnny Newton working his way in to register his first sack of the new season. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Play fake, now Dart. A short one there to Bellinger. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end. When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you would love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
That's fielded at the 7. Low. A nice return there. The offense not going to be backed up as much as they could have. Drive's going to start from beyond the 20. This drive starts at the 21. It's first and 10.
Here we go.
Daniels now going to look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one. He's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
60 boxes, 60 boxes.
Now Daniels throwing on first and 10. Forced out wide.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
The 43-yard line.
Cuddy.
Daniels to throw on second down. A dive and a catch. Incredible. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down.
That's good for a Washington.
Hey. Here's first and 10.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll throw with Daniels. Pushed out to his left. What teamwork, the receiver coming back for the completion. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
First down.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. He's got it at the 3. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
Second and goal at the Giants' 2-yard line.
Vikings, 18 Rattler. Ready?
Daniels gonna throw again. That's to the end zone, but it is incomplete. Luke McCaffrey, the intended receiver. And now, third and goal coming up.
Let's go now. 68.
To the air again is Daniels. That is caught by the tight end. Zach Ertz. Touchdown, Washington. Moody now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Commanders are back within 6.
Giants 35. Commanders 29.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Cook.
Really impressive job there by the defense, Mike. I mean, to not only absorb the initial push, but now you got to get the back on the ground. And sometimes to hold up against these big old offensive linemen and stick an arm out to get the ball carrier down, it's easier said than done. And really nice job here by the defensive front.
Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And and he's going to be out of bounds, but he has his offense set up in great field position inside the red zone.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Dragon 6, Curve 19. Curve 19.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. He's got his big tight end, Zach Ertz. Touchdown, Washington. 2 touchdowns for him now in the afternoon. On is Moody to add the extra point. The kick is good. Important one as they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Commanders 36, Giants 35.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
And the big man in the middle swallows him up right at the line of scrimmage. And I think the next time this offensive play caller decides to go to the ground game, Mike, I bet you he's going to find a different place along that defensive front to attack.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. First down, Giants. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, he is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
He'll swing this one out to Cook. That'll be good for 11 yards. Still short of the first down marker. And third down coming up.
As the saying goes, Mike, you need your big-time players to make big-time plays, and the moment doesn't get bigger than this. Find yourself down. A touchdown gives you a chance to win this thing in regulation, and I think they got a shot.
Crowd noise rises. Big play here. 3rd and 1. Dart gonna hold on to it himself. Hey, he's going to be close. Going to depend on the spot, but that looks a little short. It is short, and now it's 4th down.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
And here we go, 4th and inches.
Here we go. 60 Eagles, 18, right here.
They'll indeed go for it, and it's Dart. And he's going to go down. The pressure too much. And that should wrap this one up as they have to give it up on downs.
So you roll the dice on offense, and you fail. But now you can't give up. Your defense has to go out there and get a stop. You have all 3 timeouts. You have time to get the ball back one more time on offense. So now your defense needs to answer the bell and give your offense one more shot.
And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. It'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. It is 2nd and 9. They'll drop to throw. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
If he's able to get the ball out of his hand on time, that's probably a completion, but there's a little hesitation for one reason or another, and by the time he lets it go, he has a defender bearing down on him and leads to an incompletion.
17 yards on that connection. First down, Washington. Now a timeout, Giants. That is their second. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So it's a win here for the Commanders. They move to 1-0 as they earn this victory in the division, no less, here in Week 1.